You kidding me? Playoffs? Jim Mora, not going to be on the show tonight, but she will be. She's Taylor Tannenbaum. I'm Matt Harris. And tonight, it's win or go play basketball.
A couple of undefeated teams. I'm not playing basketball just yet. We're still in football season. They're looking to keep the momentum going in round one tonight. Plus, we have scores and highlights from Florida and Georgia to get to as well. And no final scores that we need from you tonight for the first time all season.
Thank you.
So we thank you guys for that. And we begin tonight with one of those undefeated teams I was talking about, the Dale County Warriors, a perfect 10-0 during the regular season. Their reward, hosting BB Comer tonight. And the first matchup ever between the Warriors and the Tigers. The Tigers are the 4th seed out of Class 3A Region 4. For more on this one, we go to Miranda Mason, live from Warrior Stadium in Midland City with the latest. Hey, Miranda.
Well, you know, guys, Jamarius Henderson came up to me tonight and told me that I should have been wearing my running shoes, and I can only assume it's because he wanted me to be able to keep up with him up and down the field. And next time, I'm probably going to take his advice. But Henderson wasn't the only one on their horse tonight, so let's check out the highlights. Tonight, the Warriors came out to defend their perfect regular season. Up to bat in the first round of the playoffs is BB Comer. They had about a 3.5-hour drive to get here, and Dale County was pumped. But they were also all business right from the start. Here's quarterback Trey McMillian, me, myself, and I. He'll keep it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown and an early statement from Dale County. But undefeated doesn't mean perfect. The Warriors try to go for an extra 2 points here. No luck. Dale County 6-0. Jamarius Henderson says, no problem, guys. Why worry about 2 points when I can get you 6? The running back rolls into the end zone to grab another touchdown for Dale County. Setting up for the extra point, but oops, it goes wide. Dale County still up 12-0. Second quarter now, QB McMillian makes the handoff to Henderson, and big number 1 shakes BB Comer defenders and leaps into the end zone. Touchdown number 2 for Henderson tonight. And you know what? I should probably just go ahead and ask for this guy's autograph now. And then there are some nights that you just find your kryptonite. Tonight, Dale County just can't seem to make the extra point attempt. This one wide again, but the Warriors still up 18-0. The missed extra points are no sweat off Trey McMillian's back. Calm, cool, and collected, he finds Andrew Gullidge in the corner of the end zone. The Warriors certainly expressing their dominance tonight. BB Comer did try to sneak in there. Quarterback Christopher Holmes certainly has some faith in his receivers. He floats this one up, and Jordan Butler manages to make an impressive catch and come down inbounds with the ball. Here's Holmes again on the next play. This time he sees Marquintus Harvey streaking downfield. Harvey catches the ball in stride and is caught by Colby Horn, but in dangerous territory. The Dale County defense was well equipped and kept the Tigers out of the end zone, forcing them to turn it over on downs. Now, like I said earlier, BB Comer made a bit of a drive to get here, but it's going to feel even longer on the way home because the final score of this one is 53-6. So, Dale County is able to maintain its undefeated record and make sure they get to play again next week. From Midland City, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Miranda. And I know you said get Jamarius Henderson's autograph. You can follow him on Twitter. He's an avid tweeter. More action from Class 3A. The Slocum Red Tops playing midfield tonight. Kind of sounds like they're playing in a soccer game, not a football game. The Red Tops are the 2 seed. The midfield Tigers are the 3 seed from Region 4. Sarah Hodges got in on tonight's action. She joins us live now, sideline from Slocum. Sarah?
Easy, Taylor. It's still football season. I know it's been a long season for all of us, but it's just the first round of the playoffs. Last time these two teams met was back in 2004 in the first round of the playoffs. I spoke to Coach Cooper. He says he just wants to see his guys come out and play solid ball. Let's see how they did tonight. Tonight's game is for all the marbles. Aaron Gaines with the handoff to Ladarius Young. He's spinning through defenders. Highlighter shoes, I like those. Stiff arm, and he's right at the Slocum's front door. Young, he'll clean it up here. Going straight up the middle, touchdown. Patriots score 12-0. Gaines, he decides to keep the ball this time. He can't find anyone to give it to. He fumbles the ball. Red Tops recover it. And this time, senior Matt Hagler will make them pay. Plenty of time to find Laromi Bolin for the touchdown. And right here, Hagler again with a chance to get the Red Tops back in the game. But it's tipped and picked by Derek Morse. Tough loss for the Slocum Red Tops. Final score would be 36-13. The red top season has come to an end, and I can tell you, maybe partially the reason is how cold it is out here. It's freezing. I can tell you the receivers could barely catch the ball tonight and keep it in their hands. I spoke to Nate Harrington before the game, and I asked him, how cold is it going to be? Am I going to need a jacket? He's like, yeah, you're good with just a jacket. I brought gloves, and let me tell you, it didn't work. I swear I needed a beanie. You can see my breath.
Well,
Nate,
go ahead and head inside. Go ahead and head inside, Sarah, and get warm. We appreciate it, and certainly a great season for Slocum and Coach Cooper in his first year. The Pike County Bulldogs, they topped Opp last week, 19-8, trying to finish the season on a win. They did. Coach Holland said ending with that win was momentum the Bulldogs could use heading up to Montgomery for tonight's game against Trinity. We picked this one up with the score 13-7. Trinity Presbyterian Bulldog Stevie Smiley Jr. comes up big on defense. Not today. But the Wildcats would get things going. Ben Jones finds Jack Albrighton for the 35-yard gain. Pike County with the ball now. Jarrell Lawson rolling right, and he hits Corey Beatty downfield for the nice completion. Bulldogs fans, they're getting in on the action as well they should. It's playoff football, people. Final score of this one, Pike County hangs on to beat Trinity on the road by a touchdown, 21-14.
The Strawn Tigers hosting the Northside Rams for round 1. Tigers senior linebacker Nick Stepp says they have an advantage playing at home no matter who they're playing. First quarter, Strawn strikes first. It's QB Roland Saul on the keeper. Touchdown, the point after makes it 7-zip Tigers. Later, Northside with a trick play. They try the fake punt, but it's snuffed out by the Tigers. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
Love that cereal.
That stop leads to Kinsall finding Chris Simon in the end zone. 14-0 Strawn. Again, Northside forced to go for it on 4th down, but fullback Terrence Lucas can't do anything on the swing pass. The home field advantage works for Strawn. They cruise to the 42-0 shutout. Tigers will face Dale County in the second round next week.
Big win. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Barber County falls to the green wave of leads, 34-20. Jaguars ended the season on a 2-game losing skid. Not what you want when you go into the first round of the playoffs. And Fayette County, they beat the Opp Bobcats 17-7. Opp also ended the season on a 2-game losing streak. Jack Wiggum and the Bobcats did make a playoff appearance after missing out last season, so certainly a silver lining there. Again, Barber County and Opp falling in the first round of the playoffs.
Coming up after the break, we've got Class 2A playoff action to get to, and Charles Henderson head coach Mike Dean says he's ready to get that first playoff win under his belt. Stick around to see if they could get it done against Dora after this.
Welcome back. The Enterprise Wildcats are the lone Wiregrass team in Class 6A Region 2 playing in the postseason tonight. An interesting matchup against Spain Park up in Hoover. The Jaguars finished 8-2 with their only 2 losses coming back-to-back to end the season. That's good news for Enterprise to be facing a Jaguars team that's not really peaking at all. But Spain Park quarterback Carson Davis playing peekaboo with his wideout Dalton Brown. Blown coverage in the Wildcats secondary, and that's going to go for a touchdown. 7-zip Jaguars. Enterprise playing confident. Check this out. The ensuing kickoff is going to be fielded by Shaq Solomon. We normally show Mr. Solomon in the highlights as a defensive back, making interceptions, been key for Enterprise in region play this season. Well, here on special teams, Solomon showing the burners. 100 yards blocking, burners, booyah. Touchdown, Enterprise. Not going to wait till it gets to the end zone because we know he scores. Foreshadowing. Wildcats score 17 unanswered to lead 17-7 at half. Enterprise stuns Spain Park 30-27. Wildcats advance to face Smith Station in the second round of the playoffs next week.
It's hard to forget someone who's done you wrong. Last season, Dora handed Charles Henderson a loss in the state quarterfinals, and tonight they meet again. This time the Trojans are undefeated, ranked #1 in the state, and looking to even up the score. This banner, too good not to show, backpack talking smack. John Johnson keeping with the Dora the Explorer theme, playing the role of swiper. Swiper, no swiping. Johnson grabs the pick on Dora's first drive of the game, and that will set the tone. Mike Dean, he means business. Johnson, he also means business. He takes the handoff and is off to the races, cuts across the field, and that's all she wrote. Trojans take the 7-0 lead. I'd be taking a breather too if I were him. Credit to Charles Henderson's defense on lockdown. They force a safety, Jermaine Parker, with the takedown. Trojans go up 9-zip, and then there's this. Austin Ingram throws on the run and finds Josh Noel just inside the pylon. Trojans take the 15-0 lead early in the first quarter. They go on to destroy Dora 67-7. Trojans moving on to face the winner of this one.
Andalusia hosting Childersburg. Mike Dean certainly didn't call off the Dogs against Dora tonight. Coach Brian Seymour and the Bulldogs getting ready. They're going to face Charles Henderson in the next round if they win. Robbie Burkhart gets picked off by Tigers cornerback Cy Butler. Mr. Butler serving up quite the return before getting served and brought down. Kendarius Butler for Childersburg serves no one. Doesn't need a Butler to make reservations for 6. Sees someone in the crowd he knows, what up? Love this. The catch on the sideline, and you think that he's wrapped up? Nope, not the case. Playoffs, determination. And then the hard hit right there. The final score of this game would actually go into overtime. Andalusia falls to Childersburg despite the hard play, 34-33.
The 4A Region 2 4-seed Ashford Yellow Jackets taking on the top-seeded Bibb County Choctaws. The Yellow Jackets enter tonight with a 5-5 even record. The Choctaws with just 1 loss this season. The two have never met a game until tonight, and the Choctaws take the 26th victory, ending Ashford's season. The Jackets haven't made it past the first round since 2002. Houston Academy and Hale County played back in 2004. The Raiders won. Get this, the Raiders have won its last 7 opening round playoff games played in Dothan. Hale County's banner says, tell your mom you'll be free next Friday.
Oh, no, they didn't, making your mama jokes?
They did. Andy Jones gets things going for the Raiders. Andy Jones.
Who?
Andy Jones.
Who?
49-yard run for Jones down inside the 5. How to get our rap game going. What a defensive stand for the Wildcats, though, stopping Andy Jones' sneak on the 1. Wildcats score first.
That was a big momentum shift right there. If Hale County, if Houston Academy had scored, that would have been nice.
Quarterback Deacon Metters finds James Dare wide open. Dare would get called for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's not nice.
Points still count, though.
But not before scoring the 73-yard touchdown. 7-zip Hale County Raiders to answer. Andy Jones again hits the throw. The money to Hayes battles 57 yards for the score. Raiders go for 2. They get it. 8-7 HA. Raiders trailed 15-8 at halftime because of this 53-yard Blake Williams touchdown. Hale County eliminates Houston Academy in the 2A bracket 22-16.
Tough loss. Staying in Class 2A, moving from Region 2 to Region 3. Elba hosting a talented Mobile Christian team. And the Leopards lost their last 3 games of the season despite some serious D1 talent. Mike Gershman was sidelined in Elba tonight. Mike, how'd it look?
Well, Uncle Matthew, you know, Elba just 2 years ago won all the marbles. They won their state championship. And, of course, this would be the first step to repeat of that kind of nature. And that's all their aspirations, to say the least. Cold evening. Let's go to Western Coffee County, Uncle Matthew. So roll that footage there. Anyway, just before intermission, the visiting Leopards signal caller, Jordan Aubrey, finds Richard Wasden downfield for a completion, but time runs out in the half. Mobile Christian leading 21-14. Tiger Band feels so good by Chuck Mangione, and that's exactly how the senior Mr. Tyler Rogers felt in quarter 3. Here, he takes the handoff and he rambles some 60 yards, nearly untouched. Tyler reportedly on the radar of universities in Auburn, Tuscaloosa, and South Bend, Indiana. Maybe a Golden Domer. It felt like Big Ten weather this evening in Western Coffee County. Now on the Leopards' next possession, a fake handoff, a pass in the flat, and a score by Connor McVeigh, 35-14, visitors in the lead. But Elba would settle down. Here, Ramsey gets the ball to senior Mr. Everything, Darian Burks, positive yardage there. And several plays later, it's Rigby to Burks on the short pass. Darian breaks it into the end zone, but comes up limping, perhaps a hamstring, perhaps, Uncle Matthew, some other leg issue. And it looks like Elba goes down in round 1. Let's go to the final big board score. And yes, unfortunately for our Elba Tigers here in Coffee County, they're defeated by the Mobile Christian Leopards, 55-27. Uncle Matthew, it's been a great season, and I have really enjoyed it. And let's go to all those teams in the Wiregrass that are still going to round 2.
Mike Gersman, we certainly appreciate your time every season. Certainly a savvy veteran. We enjoy having you on. Thanks for all your help this year, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's send it over to Taylor now with GW Long highlights.
We'll miss you, Gerspan. The Aliceville Yellow Jackets paying the lucky number 7th ranked GW Long Rebels a visit in Skipperville tonight. We pick up the action with GW Long leading Aliceville 14-8. Santiago Taylor, he has a pretty good last name if you ask me, launches one deep to Joe Robinson Jr. They go for 2 and get it to go up 16-14. Santiago Taylor, just a freshman. Here, he gets picked off by the senior, Stetson Payne. Unfortunately, Rebels don't score, but Payne not done on defense. Christopher Crowell, he gets a nice gain here with the Yellow Jackets, picks up the first down. But remember, Stetson Payne, we talked about him earlier. We said he wasn't done on defense.
He's a good quarterback. We've seen him really have 4 touchdown, 5 touchdown games at quarterback, but on defense?
We wouldn't lie to you. He picks off Santiago, takes it to the house. Long Rebels lead at halftime 22-16. They go on to win this one 32-22. They move on to face Sweetwater in the second round next week.
Let's go ahead and show you some scores from around the Wiregrass. Washington County rolls Highland home 46-14. Washington County making their 9th straight playoff appearance. It was the Flying Squadron's first appearance since 2001. Oakman beats Cottonwood 56-26. Tough loss for Coach Green and the guys. And Luverne rolls Leroy 42-6. Here's your final.
And we love our fans here at WTVY. Your fan of the night is the Blue Zone, Houston Academy student section. They didn't let chilly weather stunt their spirit tonight. We also here at WTVY love student sections on Twitter. Houston Academy student section is there. You can follow them at the Blue Zone with 2 E's. It's right there up on your screen, showing their Raider pride tonight. The Houston Academy Blue Zone is your fan of the night. More playoff action coming up after the break.
The Charles Henderson Trojans pulled out a big win over Eufaula last week to finish the regular season 10-0. The Trojans trailed early, but 2 John Johnson rushing touchdowns and an Austin Ingram TD pass put the Trojans up 35-28 heading into halftime. The Tigers threatened to come back, but the Trojans surged ahead to win 59-42. In honor of their 4th undefeated season in school history, the Charles Henderson Trojans are your Academy Sports and Outdoors WTVY Team of the Week.
And Charles Henderson will play Childersburg next week in the second round. Your defending 1A state champ, the Brantley Bulldogs, they finished 8-2 overall, a perfect 7-0 in region play, rewarded tonight by hosting their opening round playoff game against Talladega County Central. Fighting Tigers finished 5-5 this year. It would not be an auspicious opening for the visitors. On Brantley's very first possession, it's Brandon Walker, and he would run for daylight several times through Talladega County Central's defense on the night. Brantley crushes Talladega 44-0. Bulldogs will face St. Luke's next week in the second round. Kinston, the 4th seed in Class 1A Region 2, hosting Lochapoka. Right, Taylor?
Yeah, I've been practicing all week, Lochapoka.
Check that out. Indians finished the regular season 8-2. First quarter, Jawan Turk up the gut. He fights for yards, 20 yards for Turk on that play later. Turk with some fancy football. Nothing up the middle. He avoids the traffic jam, goes outside. He points, block that guy. Lochapoka scores. They go up 6-0, and they go on to win and beat Kinston 28-21.
The Geneva County Bulldogs are on the road tonight facing the St. Jude Pirates. The Dogs are in playoffs for the 3rd consecutive year. Geneva ball, Skylar Pencil hands off to Nick Carroll, who takes it up the middle for a 12-yard gain. Later on, it's Pencil again, and this time he hands it off to TJ Green for 15. That's how it'll go the rest of the night. Geneva County tops St. Jude 33-6. They face Maplesville in the second round next week.
Coming up after the break, AISA playoff action to show you. Abbeville Christian hosting Jackson Academy, plus Georgia and Florida scores to report, including highlights of undefeated Seminole County. Find out if they could stay that way next. The Abbeville Christian Generals broke into the top 10 this week at 9th, hosting a Jackson Academy squad. The Generals faced back in 2003. They lost 37-8, looking for a different outcome in 2013. Getting off to a fast start, the O-line making way for Jacob Kirkland, who cruises in for the touchdown. 7 zip Generals. The Generals' run game on point tonight. Kyle Helms takes the handoff, and he'll go straight up the middle, virtually untouched all the way home.
Like the little piggy.
Cue the Drake music. Your final, Abbeville Christian goes on to win 46-14.
It's the final week of the regular season in the Peach State. The Region 1A title and a state playoff berth belongs to the winner of tonight's game between Seminole County and Mitchell County. The Indians a perfect 9-0. Mitchell County coming in 6-3. Seminole County strikes first midway through the first quarter. Danny Rambo, he breaks through for the 8-yard touchdown. 7-0 Indians in the lead. The cheerleaders, they are loving it, twirling their little megaphones. They won't like this. Second quarter, same score, Mitchell County facing 3rd and 18 at its own 30. No problem for the Eagles. Anthony Williams takes the draw play, and he's off to the races, 70 yards for the score. Seminole County will beat Mitchell County 18-12. They are your 1A champs.
Let's go ahead and check out the scoreboard. Cook County, Cooks Early County. 29-7, your final there. And then in the Florida Panhandle, Chipley goes on to beat the Graceville Tigers 48-14.
And don't go anywhere just yet. When we come back, we'll reveal this week's play of the night, plus score recaps are coming your way.
Your play of the night comes from the Hale County Houston Academy game. Check out the catch and score by Blake Williams. One hand, breaks a couple of tackles like it's nothing, and then takes it into the end zone. Great concentration by Williams to make the catch amid a sea of Raiders, and despite the fact that it was tipped, Hale County beat Houston Academy 22-16. To the recaps we go.
Even better in slow motion. Enterprise tops Spain Park 30-27. Charles Henderson dominates Dora 50-7. Andalusia falls by 1 point to Childersburg 34-33.
Ashford falls to Bibb County 20-6. Dale County rolls BB Comer 53-6. And Slocum falls to Midfield 36-13.
Strawn blanks Northside 42-0. Pike County tops Trinity 21-14. Barber County falls to the Leeds Green Wave 34-20.
Opp falls to Fayette County 17-7. As we just mentioned, Hale County beat Houston Academy 22-16, and Elba falls to Mobile Christian 55-27.
Sometimes I think you just want me to take it away. GW Long tops Aliceville 32-22. Highland Home beats Washington County 46-14. Cottonwood falls to Oakman 56-26.
More scores from the first round of the playoffs. Luverne beats Leroy 42-6. Brantley blanks Talladega County Central 44-zip, and Geneva County rolls St. Jude 33-6.
Moving on, Kinston falls to Lochapoka.
Good job.
28-21. Abbeville Christian tops Jackson Academy 46-14. Early County falls to Cook County 26-7.
You're a good sport about Lochapoka. We've been giving you grief all week about that. Seminole County beats Mitchell County 18-12 to stay undefeated, and Shipley beats Graceville 48-14.
The regular season is over. Next week, playoffs will be back again with scores and highlights of all the playoff action.
And this is our final full Friday Night Football show. As you said, we'll be back next week with playoff action. I want to thank director Lydia Mitrevsky. Also, got to thank Devin Sellers, Rachel Yankunis for being back in the booth, helping us out.
Couldn't do it without you.
You can always go to the sports page, WTVY.com, for scores and highlights. Thank you for the entire season to Papa John's and Pepsi. We got a sea of papers on the floor, and I'm about to do
Snow Angels.
a snow angel.
We deserve it.
We do deserve it.
We earned it.
It's been a good season. Congrats to all the teams on a great season.
Friday Night Football, brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors and Southern Bone and Joint.